every Sunday during the winter, and each week I practiced harder and harder, and that's where I learned to control my fastball. I threw them kind of off the back wall, but it took a lot of hard work and dedication to actually control what I had behind me and in my arm. I wanted to be successful, but I had really no idea where that would take me. I played travel ball for the PA Shooting Stars. Dave Howard, he was my coach at the time. He's no longer with us today, but I do thank him for all his hard work and dedication, taking us to tournaments all over the state and along the East Coast. He put a lot of hard time and hard work into that. Playing 3 to 4 games, sometimes more, on a hot Saturday afternoon in the summer takes a lot out of you, and you learn what you really have inside of you. It takes a lot of ice towels in buckets between innings, especially being a pitcher, to give you a little bit more energy for that next inning. Thinking back to the time that I did spend at Penfield, it's really with fond memories and good feeling. Growing up in this community had a profound effect in general, and it makes it even more special for me to be standing here tonight. In high school, I was also a cheerleader. I know those really don't mix, but I truly did love both. They both taught me the life lesson of how to be a part of a team, trusting and cooperating with your teammates, relying on one another. You can't be successful if the team does not work together as a whole. This is where I learned the love of the game. I also learned that it's just a game, between the memories, but the memories and the lessons that you learn along the way really last with you for a lifetime. Thanks to my coaches, not all of them are here, but Coach Fosson, Coach Fox, Coach McHugh, Coach Riggs, and Coach Sauer. Thank you for your time and effort and support on and off the field. After being a coach, I now know the sacrifice that you put in, and I really do appreciate that. I do kind of have a funny story. I'll never forget that season that you had to wear the exact same uniform as we did. So in softball, if the girls wore shorts and the high socks, the coaches did too. So if they didn't, the umpires could throw them out, or I don't know the consequence, but they gave the umpires a really hard time from trying to wear little tiny socks with a stripe Sharpie on or something like that, but it was a joke throughout the season. I'm glad that is no longer in effect, because for the male coaches it wasn't always the best. Thank you to Riggs for catching me at those showcases. You really went out of your way, and I appreciate it. I do still have that ball that you gave me from, I think it was my first practice that I dented. I still have that, so thanks. I wouldn't have been successful without my teammates. Personal accomplishments are only possible when the team performs together as a whole. We played as one, and we always had that league championship on our minds, especially during our senior year. So thank you to all of them who were behind me along the way. I was a superstitious athlete, from how I put my socks on to how I wear my hair, my warm-up. I moved the dirt around a certain way on the mound. Baseball players, softball players know you never step on the lines. And I took these superstitions with me into college. And I played at Lebanon Valley, and that was beyond my expectations. I knew I wanted to go to a small school where being a student athlete was really manageable. LBC was the perfect place for me. Division III softball was competitive, and it fit exactly what I was looking for. Not only was I able to play softball, I was able to get a great education that led me to, honestly, my dream job that I have today, teaching 4th grade. I wouldn't want to do anything else. My coach, Stacy Hollinger, was excited to have me finally decide on LBC. It took me a while to actually make my decision. I'm glad that it was definitely the right one, looking back now. I do look up to her as always being there, and she is one of those coaches that after your career, she's still your friend, and she asks you how things are doing, and she texts me my birthday, so I really do appreciate that. My pitching coach in college was Rabbit Wright. He's also no longer with us today. I really miss him a lot. We had a unique relationship. We understood each other, and we loved bouncing ideas back and forth off one another. Giving pitching lessons together with him was a lot of fun. I could always count on him for at least 3 to 4 jokes, and he could also provide me with 3 to 4 different types of candy or snacks along the way. So that was always a nice thing. So I thank Abbott for their time and effort with me. My brothers, Matt and Steve, were also a huge support. They kind of paved the way for me, and I really appreciate that. They were wonderful athletes themselves in high school and in college. I would always get the, oh, you're Matt's sister, oh, you're Steve's sister, and I actually was really proud to say, yeah, I was. I've always looked up to them and loved having their encouragement. And Matt, thank you for taking your time to help me with my hitting. You can't do that, so thank you. I'd like to thank my parents for their support with everything. And by that, I mean everything. My dad pushed me to practice harder and more often. I roll my eyes. And but looking back, I'm glad that I did, and I actually wish that I did more. I could count on him to always yell in the stands, and if I threw one down the middle, he would be like, "Where was that pitch?" And or if an opponent got a hit, as always, you can't throw down the middle. So, which I did learn. My mom was my personal statistician. I have 8 scorebooks, and she always kept the pitch count, the balls, strikes, and runners left on base. So that was always an issue with both teams I played for. It always helped us to review the game at home. And I also have multiple scrapbooks with every single article that was ever written about me. So it's fun to look back at those as well. I would not be here today without you both being my #1 fan with your encouragement and support. So thank you. And last but not least, my husband Grant. He was not really part of my softball career until my last season at LBC when we met. But he is also my biggest fan. I thank you for your love and support. We have a handsome 8-month-old son who was here earlier, Mason. And I hope that he learns the love of the game through both of us. And I hope that we can instill the hard work and dedication that we've learned over the years, and he can become everything he's capable of. So I want to thank the committee for all your hard work with everything you do with the nominations to come here tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm extremely proud and excited where my softball career has taken me. Thank you for this great honor. I truly do bleed red and black. Thank you.